Let's go and get some cobblestone. Anyway, Christmas again. I do keep getting sidetracked, but it's sidetracked by interesting things, so that's good. I'm not just rambling. What is your favourite Christmas song? I mean, I've touched on this briefly earlier, but there's so many good ones to choose from, and I mean, there are some stinkers as well. Mentioning no names, but you know which ones I mean, like the Bo Selector Christmas one, just terrible. What were they thinking? I mean, it's funny in a sort of cringe-worthy way, but it's not something you'd ever listen to. Just like stuff like that. I mean, but for every one of them, there's a Slade, or a Darkness. The Darkness Christmas song, Christmas Time, I think it's my favourite one. Where am I going? What am I doing? See, I can't concentrate when I'm in Minecraft. I get lost. It's such an amazing thing for that. You can just come on and have no plan, and 3 hours will go by, and you'll go, "Oh, that was pretty fun." It's madness. But yeah, I'll make two. It's probably one more than I need. But what are you gonna do, eh? What are you gonna do? Anyway, what do you guys think of the new YouTube layout? Personally, I think it looks very professional. It does look pretty good, but there are some problems I can see with it. You can only see one video of each uploader at a time, and that is quite a problem because... pardon me again. I need to get a drink after this, but what used to happen for me quite a lot is I would, not watch too many YouTube videos for a couple of days, and then in my sub box I will find the videos that a certain YouTuber had uploaded, like the 3 or 4 of them next to each other, so I could just watch them all at once. Now, what is going to happen is that won't happen. You will see one video, the one he's uploaded today, you'll watch that, and you'll have to go and search for the other videos that he uploaded in the past few days. And the average YouTube subscriber, obviously not counting you guys, but the average YouTube subscriber is pretty lazy. Unless they're presented with the video on their subscription page, on their box, they won't watch it. And that is another problem, because the YouTube subscription boxes are notoriously flaky. I mean, I have a secondary YouTube account, which is just an account I use to make sure that my videos are processed and, people other than myself can watch them. So every time I upload a new video, I just quickly get onto that, make sure it's working, and if it is, I'll just crack on from there, and if not, I will try again. But most of the times it does. However, far too often, my own secondary account doesn't get my video in the sub box. I have to go into the subscription or into the other, into my channel even, and it's not good. For a video uploading website, YouTube is absolutely terrible at uploading videos. It's just, I don't know. Hopefully, this new YouTube page won't screw up as I can see it doing, but if it does, it'll suck, because it's already been apparent that a lot of guys out there are losing quite a huge number of subscribers. I mean, I think I've lost about 7 so far, which isn't too bad really out of 300 odd. But the reason for it is it's so easy to drop commentators now. I mean, if you just go onto your commentators, you can just unsubscribe from 10 or 15 in a second, really. And that's the thing. I mean, I was subscribed to people I didn't even remember. And that isn't a good thing. Oh, no. Block that with dirt. So, yeah, I did get rid of a couple of guys that I was subscribed to. I'm not going to mention any names because, they're good they're good YouTubers. It's just, they weren't my cup of tea, or I'd finished with them or whatever, and, I didn't enjoy their new stuff as much or whatever, It happens. And that's the thing. I've seen that with me. I've seen guys that would comment on every video, and 1 or 2 guys in particular I remember really from very early on, commenting on every video, and then every now and again you just see one of them drop off. But that's YouTube. I suppose people's taste change. I've changed as a commentator, so perhaps they like my early stuff, my rawer stuff, and now that I'm a little bit more chilled out and just easy, relaxed with the whole thing, that perhaps they don't like that. Perhaps they like a little bit of edge. That's why I like watching Excalizors, because he's funny, he's witty. He's he's a totally different style of commentator, for example, to Mr. Sneaky Mode, who, you know, I just like to put Mr. Sneaky Mode on when I'm chilling, you know, nothing's going on, you know, just sit there, listen to some of his, I mean, his new Terraria stuff, for example, is great, and it's with a this American guy who I've never heard of before, but yeah, he seems to be pretty funny, so, you know, if you haven't seen any of Sneaky stuff, I thoroughly recommend you go check him out. I mean, he was one of the guys really that got me into it. You know, obviously he didn't physically push me into it, but you know, he was the sort of guy, him and Xcal and Blame Truth and Wings of Redemption, Woody, Hutch, you know, those sort of guys were the guys I was watching 2-3 years ago, you know, when I was beginning to think about this, because it's been a long game of mine to be a YouTuber, you know, ever since, you know, COD 4, when I was watching Xcal stuff do his work with his M16, and you know, I was sitting there thinking, God, how cool would it be to upload YouTube videos, you know, about games, you know, what a fantastic job that is. And now, for me to be able to sit down and actually do that, it's fantastic. I mean, even when a video just gets 40 views, for me, that still boggles my mind, because that means 40 of you guys out there in the world have taken time out of their days to sit down and listen to what I have to say over Minecraft or Call of Duty, and that's, you know, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant feeling to know. And I mean, this new YouTube feature as well, one of the good things was, it enables you to very easily find out where your subscribers are from. And I mean, I have a couple of subscribers in Saudi Arabia, in Mexico, in Argentina, you know, Serbia, Bulgaria, you know, countries that you'd never expect someone would sit down and listen to someone from Birmingham talk about Call of Duty. And you know, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And now, I know I say this a lot, but I really can't thank you guys enough for, you know, just this fantastic option, because it's wonderful. You know, it's so fun, and I might not get any money out of it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because I have such a fantastic time doing this. You know, I wouldn't change this for anything at the moment. It's brilliant. So hopefully this enthusiasm continues to, you know, rub off onto my videos. Hang on, I think I've got a bit of a drink left up here. Yes, I do. Yes. Sorry about that. Absolutely, desperately needed a glug of that tea. You know, it's a little bit cold now, but yeah, just a bit of a pick me up. I think I've been going for 45 minutes now. That's actually really good. It's going well. You know, got the dirt scaffolding, if I can actually get on. See, the thing is, when you've got such a low frame rate like I have at the moment, which, like I mentioned earlier, will hopefully be solved by one of you guys, it's like playing Minecraft with a drunk guy, because his reactions are very, very slowly hindered, and then you end up staggering around the place. But this is, it's going quite well at the moment, but we will continue to see. Right, now it's the important part. Right, the last thing what I'm going to do here, oh god, is, can I hop across to that to make the didn't even make the jump, the oaf. Yep, Steve the Minecraft guy is definitely inebriated. Right, just block this up. See, this is pretty cool as well, because when you like here, and you're going to be surrounded by lava, and then you're just going to get this up. Oh, I'm just going to get rid of that briefly. I'm going to put one on the top. Yep, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the stone blocks for this, because I want this to be sturdy. I want this to be something I can't accidentally bodge and send myself fall into my fiery death. So I'm going to make this a little wider. Just like so. See, it's quite a slow process to build like this. I mean, this is only going to be 5 or 6 blocks high, but because it's so, you know, quite delicate work, and with glass and with, you know, stuff that it's, when you make a mistake with, you've got to destroy it. So it just sharpen the mind a bit. But you know, I've only really made that one little mistake, which was just a bit of glass placing, and it's been solved now. So I have to say, this build's going nicely so far, and I hope you guys find this interesting as well, just to watch how I build, because I'm not pretending I'm an expert. You know, I haven't played Minecraft in ages before this little run through, but you know, hopefully, just by watching this, you'll pick up a few tips, and if you if you only pick up one tip, then I've done my job, because that's the whole point of this, is to give you guys tips that you can easily use. I mean, that's my whole aim with Call of Duty as well, because when you look at the guys like Mike, Fearcrads, or Xcal, those guys are awesome COD players. I mean, there's no doubt in that. But the thing is, can everyone out there get a 100 kill game like as often as Fearcrads does? No, of course they can't. But every single player out there can use the tips that I give them to improve their gameplay, and that is the thing I'm striving to do. Right, I'm going to put the lava there. How tall is that? I think this is tall enough. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. The thing is, extending this upwards isn't a problem. As long as the bottom is relatively solid, it's fine. It's just when you've balls the bottom up, because then you've got to remove the lava before you can do anything. I mean, I can make this taller very easily if I need to, but it's just making sure that the bottom is relatively sound, and I think it's going okay. Oh, hang on, before I forget, I have missed torches on that floor, so I need to put them on now before I forget. Oh yeah, these long ladder journeys are quite a good time to see the map. As you can see here, if I just tilt it a tiny bit, come on, tilt. There we go. So my cursor isn't blocking it. You can see that actually quite a lot has been explored, and you can really see how far I've built inland. All of that little southerly spit of land is all made by me. Let's get off the map. So I have really put some effort into this world at the moment. I'm not sure how much time I've put in hour-wise. I'd say it's probably about 10 or 11 hours now, though. It's really been quite a big effort, but it's beginning to pay off. I mean, got one building, got a couple of nice farms going. This will be a second pretty nice building. It's going pretty well. So, big things planned in the future as well. So plenty to look forward to. But enough of the big picture. Got this to finish. See, this is looking good actually, because you can climb up. Let's walk off here. And up, surrounded by lava, into this. Okay. So what you do first is place all the glass, every last bit, and then when you're happy, get rid of the dirt, and then cover it up. And then put the lava in next, and then cover it up. Otherwise, you just have a massive glass bowl. It'd be pointless. But yeah, I've added 2 extra bits of glass there, but you probably won't be able to notice them. Come on. Yep, there we go. I think I have enough glass as well, which is good news. Tell you what, I'm going to smash those additional corners I've added in there, because it was here, wasn't it? Yeah, and I can't put that there, because I will have nowhere to walk round otherwise. I will smash this. So walk this way. That'll have to do. I don't think it can't be seen anyway, really, which is fine. But it is annoying when you do that, and you just waste glass. I mean, glass is such an annoying stuff to get as well, because it's got 2 or 3 preparatory phases, and then when you accidentally balls it up, it just gets smashed to smithereens. But once you finally get it looking right, and I think this is looking right. Actually, can I? Yeah, it's gonna bug me if I don't. I want this looking perfect. It will mean I'll have to take the long way around if I need to walk, but small price to pay. What are you doing, son? It's my house. I have no idea where that quote came from. It's just the thing. In my slightly tired, slightly caffeined up state that I'm in now, you just get some random stuff happening. And we will see. We'll see where it takes us. But I think we are very, very nearly done. And once we are very, very nearly done, we can block up this bit, and then we can start to place the lava, and this is where it gets interesting. Because untold disasters happen with lava. Untold disasters. But hopefully, today, we can ensure that they don't happen. What I'm going to do is to make that one block higher, and then put the torch on top. Do I have any ladders left? Yes. Get rid of the map. And it is nearly done. And I've been going for about an hour, which is good. You know, getting some gameplay down here. Right, this bit is self-contained. So this is where I'll start with the lava. Oh. Is there anything I can throw off the edge? Actually, no, there's space there. Good. I'm going to throw the leaves off. It's just easier to have something you can get rid of. It's a long, long fall for that thing. So I'll get the glass back. Need to make sure that that is in prime place, just in case of any errors. Right, here we go. First lava, and it's in. And the thing hasn't collapsed yet. It's going well. Okay. See how this looks from the inside? Ooh, my days. It could have actually flown through the glass there. That is why I'm an idiot. But see, that does look cool, doesn't it? You know, engulfed with lava. I'm going to put some more there so this will be filled in as well. You know, this does look pretty cool. And I think it's good enough to fill in. I think we're all ready to fill it in. We are. Okay. So, just glass up the lava. Always glass up the lava. Too many times I've fallen to my death. It's not good. We will have to do another lava trip, I think, though, but that's fine. I have easily accessible lava. Okay. Let's keep putting this. And one there. Come on, edge forward. Ooh. Is it worth putting one there as well? Yeah, the more the merrier in lava terms. It's not letting me place it. There we go. Wasn't near enough. Can I put it there? No. Can I put it there? Yep. There we go, just to fill the lava out a tad. Okay, well this is looking decent so far. But we will see how it looks from the bottom. Right. Minecraft music, can I have 5 buckets of ice? Buckets of ice? Any further from ice? Buckets of lava left. Nope, don't want it there. Nope, I don't want it there. Where did I put that? Never mind. Never mind. Oh my days, I escaped with that one. Thank God for my walkway. That just saved my bacon there. Saved it from being roasted bacon, grilled, cooked, oven grilled, anything. Let's put that there. Well, relatively successful so far. Let's put that one there, so we have all the buckets left. And we do need some glass. Again, never have too much of that stuff, but as you can see here, that does look pretty cool, doesn't it? Walking through lava and then down. I mean, I might have to fill these corners in at some point. It's one thing I have noticed, but I have to say, so far, it's looking pretty sweet. But I am going to whack this up to far briefly, because so I can see what the crack is. It'll take me long enough to get down to the bottom. It's the problem with exceedingly long buildings. I'm going to build a water drop chute for this at some point, but, you know, more important things to build first. Let's see how this looks. Let's see how it looks. You know, I think this is looking pretty sweet at the moment. Let's get a bit further away so we get a better perspective. You know, that does look cool. I have to say that looks cool. Obviously from this side it looks a little bit worse because the lava's not padded out. But I'm going to walk to the lava place and we'll have a proper look from there. But I have to say that does look pretty good. And actually, now I'm on far, the lag's dropped. For some reason the frame rate has improved when it's rendering more of the map, which is a strange one. Yeah, I might have to pad in the corners, especially there. But you know, that is that's an imposing structure, isn't it? That does look really cool. You know, I'm pleased with how this is going actually. And I've just thrown a bucket by accident. Where did I throw that? There it is. But yeah, we will see how it looks finished. I'll pad all the lava in so it's looking as dense as possible, and then we will go from there. So yeah, this strip mine, it's gone really well so far because, you know, a lot of the time strip mines are just useful for finding some iron and coal, but you know, I found a couple of diamonds in here. I found loads of redstone. I mean, just an obscene amount of redstone, and there's even more by this lava thing I'm going to take you to here. So, yeah, so it's going well. As you can see, I've put quite a lot of effort into it, but it is worth it in the end. Here we go, lava paradise. See, where's all this lava coming from? It's ridiculous. Okay, it is still lagging a tiny bit, but it isn't too bad. I mean, if there are no better programs out there, or if they're a little bit too expensive for what I'm looking for at the moment, no, I don't mind staying with Fraps. I mean, Fraps does a good enough job. I mean, it's 480p, but you know, I render in Sony Vegas anyway, so it's sparkling quality really. I mean, especially in the Call of Duty stuff, especially with a couple of little tweaks I put in the rendering, it really does turn it into you know, really sexy looking gameplay, and that's, you know, that's one of the major steps. You know, you can't really succeed in YouTube anymore without HD content, and I mean, it's sad because you've got to put in quite a big investment to something that'll capture in HD. Obviously, in Minecraft you can get or PC games you can get away with it, but if you're a console gamer and you want to get into the YouTube scene, you've got to be forking out quite a lot of money for a PVR or a Blackmagic. So it does suck a bit. I mean, I had to save up for it for a while, but you know, I think it was worth it in the end. It's definitely a good investment, and this is where we see the 4 frames per second for a minute there. That's painful. Whoa, this is laggy as hell. I have no idea what's going on here. But anyway, once this lag fest is over, see, that does look cool. That does look very, very cool. Yeah, it's worked out well. And this is a little overlook of the village, you know, with the farm and the animals and the library, a couple of trees there. But eventually, this is going to extend all the way out into the sea here. It's just going to be massive. I think I might put the maze on it, actually. That's how big it will be. But as we've just had this little bit of a look, you can see Fraps is struggling. So I'm just going to whack it back to normal and hope that it doesn't eat my building. There it is. Ooh. Drop the mouse again, still on the settee. Yeah, this is a great place for recording PC stuff. You know, I'm so comfortable here. It's cracking. But let's finish this lighthouse off. And I am approaching the hour and 10-minute mark. So once I've finished this lighthouse off, I think I will call it a day on this mini session. And I'm going to go and have some breakfast, which will be nice. I'm not sure if we have anything interesting left. Probably just some bran flakes, but I'm sure it will be delicious. And a big, big, big cup of coffee. I have one of those. I don't know if any of you guys have Sports Direct. I mean, we do in the UK, but I don't know if you Americans have Sports Direct. But basically, it's just like it's JJB Sports or whatever. It's just a sports retailer. And for some reason, someone in marketing said, "Do you know what? Do you know what these people want? These people, they don't want running shoes. They don't want footballs. They want a massive mug." And they've just released an absolutely huge mug. I mean, it's a tankard, this thing. It holds, you know, seemingly a gallon of tea. And I mean, if you think a standard mug is a 1 tea bagger, this thing is a 3 or 4 tea bagger sometimes. If you want a strong cup of tea, you've got to fill this thing with tea bags, you know. It can blow your head off, some of the tea you get in that. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant though, because, you know, everyone knows the problem. You go and get a drink, and then you glug it down, and about 10 minutes later you go, oh no, I'm out of drink. You know, you've got to go and get another one. But no, 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 not with this thing. You don't. You know, this thing sets you up for the next 3 or 4 hours. I mean, it's so big as well. This hunk of machinery, this cup, is so big. You could just drink solidly for about 3 or 4 minutes and barely put a dent in it. I mean, it really is just a fantastic piece of business. And I would like to praise the Sports Direct executive who came up with that. I mean, pure genius. I mean, perhaps if you'd actually just marketed sports stuff, you wouldn't be in, you know, this terminable situation that you're in, where you spend half of your time in a closing down sale. I mean, it's the longest closing down sale I have ever seen at Sports Direct. It's about 3 or 4 years now. I mean, I seriously don't know what the problem is. Why are you taking so long to close down? I mean, your stuff isn't particularly cheap. You know, it's not particularly good quality. You know, it's not exactly a massive step up in quality. Yet somehow, I think probably through the sale of your mugs alone, you are clinging to business. I mean, if you would just sack the sports stuff off completely, I mean, other people do that a lot better than you, and just stick to mug making. I mean, your first mug you've ever made was a massive winner in my book. So if you can repeat that, you know, perhaps up the price to, I don't know, £1.5 from 99p, you'll make a killing, you know. Yeah, and this is free business advice here, and from my vast knowledge of the business world, I think this is a pretty useful tip. So if any of you work at Sports Direct on, you know, at a management level, some free advice for you. You know, you can take it or leave it, but here's the thing: if you leave it, I'm afraid I might have to just, you know, completely use this idea and make my fortune, and then we'll see who's laughing there. Anyway, that's enough with the business advice. I think I have enough sand to finish this bad boy off, and we have another frame rate drop. You know, I'm really sorry if this frame rate thing is annoying. I mean, it's fairly annoying for me, to be honest, but, you know, it's either have a slight frame rate drop every now and again or not do Minecraft, and at the moment I am in the mood for Minecraft, so we will continue to do this and wait, you know, hopefully for a better solution. I mean, there's got to be a better solution than this, because it's just struggling out. I mean, you know, it spends most of its time around 10 frames per second, which isn't fantastic, but it's manageable. But once you put it on normal, I mean, it's dropped to 4 frames a second, which is madness, but it's at 13, 14 now, so, you know, it wouldn't exactly be brilliant for first-person shooter, but for a, you know, a quaint little block game like Minecraft, it does a job. So I think got a few more pieces of glass, and we will be ready to go. Okay, how many do we have here? 11. I actually think that might be enough. I will leave the rest of this in the furnace, so just in case we have to make another trip up and down the ladder. But I think we are approaching victory. Yay, victory! It hasn't taken too long, actually, because these quite tricky, finicky little builds can take a while. I mean, the mistake set us back about 10 minutes, but got dealt with relatively quickly in the end, if I may say so myself. But so yeah, it's looking pretty sweet at the moment. Looking pretty sweet. So just top up the lava. Tell you what, let's just extend the glass coverage a little bit. Okay. Any more way I can just... No, don't put it there. No, I think this is it. Okay. Oh my god. I am an idiot sometimes. Sometimes I can't aim, and I'll leave that up for your interpretation. Anyway, there we go. I think everywhere is covered. I think we had just enough glass. You know, I might extend the stone covering a little bit this way, but I think we're done. I actually think we're done. And this has... Now, it's gone very well, and you can see we are pretty hot. I'm going to... Yeah, for the last time, I will just nudge the render distance up to far, just so we can see what the crack is here. Hopefully it will render. Oh, slowly. Very slowly. Whoa, my days. It's taking its time here. Right, if we don't look at it, perhaps it will get it's probably getting self-conscious of staring at it. Yeah, if we just stare at the sunset, hopefully the thing would render. I mean, what better way to end an episode when me standing on top of my completed lighthouse, bearing perhaps one or two modifications later, but we'll see, in a Minecraft sunrise over my fast developing world. I mean, it's going nicely at the moment, I have to say. And anyway, guys, I think I am going to call this at an end now. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed it. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day.